Good morning, my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes! Yes! Fuck you, too!
What's up, dirty dogs?
Hello?
You guys ready for the retarded circus? Let's get it.
Mandatory resolutions for approval.
Councilmember Rodriguez moves. Councilmember Hutt seconds.
Oh.
What's next?
Mr. President, today is Tuesday, and it's time for the flag salute.
All right, I'll ask everybody in the chambers to rise, face the flag, and follow along with our council member from the 11th District, Tracy Park.
If you can, place your hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Start a conversation.
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There we go. Now it's working.
All right, Madam Clerk, let's run through our agenda for this morning.
What's up, Chris?
Thank you,
Joe,
sir. Item
Rob,
number 1 is an item
Jim,
notice for public
grilled
hearing.
cheese,
Item
Sid,
2
Kenneth,
is an item for
Tom,
which public
Drew,
hearing has been held. Items 3 through 23
BJ,
are items
Third
for which
Fan,
public
Honey,
hearings have not been held. Please note
Tom,
for item
Turtle,
23, the correct mover of this motion is Hernandez and the seconder is
Unknown,
Blumenfield.
Frank,
Item
Duffy.
24 is an item scheduled for closed session for which public hearing has not been held. 10 votes are required for consideration.
Good morning.
All right, without objection, those items
Morning,
are
Joe.
before us. Specials members, I
Morning,
see
Joe.
Councilmember Padilla.
Yes, I'd like to call item 14
Hi, Marcus.
special
Good
for a
morning.
technical amendment.
All right, technical amendment. Councilmember Hernandez.
I would like to call item 15 special for a technical amendment for Councilmember Price.
All right. Any other specials on my left?
It's all
Specials to
virtue
my
signaling,
right.
Lisa.
All right.
It's not like
Seeing
they
no
care about
others,
these people
Madam
either. They
Clerk,
just
what's,
pretend to care about
before
the
us
people so the people will
before we
vote for
at
them.
this time?
It's a
Thank you, Mr.
charade.
President. If we
It's
can
a
please hold
facade.
until after public
It's all a
comment, if
facade.
the council would like to move on to public comment.
What's up,
All
Sarah?
right. Let's go to public comment, Mr. City Attorney.
It's all a facade. Don't let the gaslighting fool you.
Yes, Mr. President.
Holy shit, did he
To
comb
people
his
providing
hair?
public comment,
Holy
when
fuck,
it's your
that's
turn
the
to
best
speak,
I've seen in
Please state
years.
which of the agenda items you'd like to speak
Bro,
to.
he got a new
You'll
dude.
have 1 minute per item, up to 3 minutes total
Look at that
for the
thing.
items open for public comment. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can.
Still weird.
If you are
It's
not on
cut
topic,
right.
or if we cannot tell whether you are on topic, you will get one brief warning
What's up,
from me
crayons?
or the council president. At that point, you need to get immediately and clearly on topic.
Hey, Leo.
If you do not do so, or if you again stray off topic, you will forfeit
Bro,
the
what's
rest of your
going on
speaking
this
time,
side
and
right
we will
here?
move on to the next speaker. The items open for public comment
Our
on the
right,
agenda
his
today
left.
are
Look
items
at
number
it.
1
What's going
and
on
items
that
3
side?
through 24. So again, the items open for public comment on the agenda today are items number 1 and items
Think
3
it looks like
through
Trump's got?
24.
No, Trump's
Members
got
of the
the
public
comb
may
over
also
like
speak
a
for up to 1
squirrel
minute for
tail.
general public comment.
Trump's got the squirrel
During
tail.
general public comment,
Don't look like a
members
squirrel
of the
tail.
public may speak to any of the items or anything else in the city's subject matter jurisdiction. We will tell you when your time is up. I have a few
neighbor
more
guy?
announcements if I could please have the interpreters
Hi,
make
Augie.
this first one allowed to the room.
His mom
If
did
you
her
require
best.
a Spanish language interpreter, please make sure to pause every few sentences so the interpreters can interpret.
Si requiere interpretación en español, por favor pausen después de cada frase o dos para darle al intérprete la oportunidad a traducir.
Don't worry, we will hold your time while the interpreters are interpreting, so you will get the same amount of time as everyone else. Thank you.
Y no se preocupen, les pausaremos el tiempo mientras el intérprete está hablando, entonces
Some
recibirán la
9
misma
seconds.
cantidad de tiempo que las otras personas. Gracias.
Additionally, if you've made an accommodation request pursuant to the ADA with the clerk's office, or if you would like to make an accommodation request in order to make use of the wireless handheld microphone, once you hear the name that you sign up under called aloud, please raise your hand so the sergeants know to provide you with that wireless handheld microphone.
Hi, Perry.
Finally, in order to accommodate as many people as possible and to run an efficient public comment period, we would ask that you please wait until you hear the name that you signed up under called aloud before lining up in any order on your left-hand side of the council chambers. Thank you.
Big baby. You lay down, big baby.
I'd like to call up the first few set of names.
bet.
Gabriel, Allison Gonzalez, Luis Fuentes, Sofia A., Audit L.A., and Maria
Oh
Bernabe.
no, Audit's next door. Fuck, Audit's still filming. She can't get over there right now. It's gonna take her a few minutes easy, see? She's still over here, across the street, the police commission meeting. Fuck. Dang it. Oh,
morning.
Mr.
You have
Herman's
3
up.
minutes for
Your
the items and 1
discretion
minute
is
for general.
advised.
Please begin.
Your discretion is advised.
Mr. Herman, please begin. Oh. Hold on. Please begin.
Buenos días, pinche panzón pelón.
Good morning, fucking fatty, hairy.
¿Quiere empezar? Así te voy a decir, porque es castigándome por nada que yo hizo, cabrón.
Do you want me to start? Because I'm going to say it, you're punishing me for
Okay,
nothing,
so this is
asshole.
your only warning. Stick to the items or I'm going to move you to general public comment. No more warnings after this.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the public, for months and for years we've had scooters, we've had e-bikes, we have motorcycles, and pedestrians injured, and no one seems to give a fuck, right?
Nope.
But now, Sacramento, Banana, whatever his fucking name is,
Bonta.
Attorney General says, we have to question this, Bob Bloomfield. Why are we having pedestrians and disabled people and veterans killed while they're standing on the fucking sidewalk and street while you let these fucking idiots ride those powered machines that destroy lives and destroy families? That's item 24, dickhead. Then I go into item number uno. That translated as one, smoke and scan.
That's it. There's one.
You see, smoke and scan?
There's two.
I have a citywide development idea. It's called One Stop. Well, we all know, and from what we heard and know, is that Spencer Pratt could be the only mayor to solve this problem. See that?
Let's go, Spencer.
The only person to solve these problems, because you put your trust in the dumb mayor of Los Angeles, the current first black mayor woman, like that Uncle Tom up there, and then we got the other noodle smoke and scan that don't know shit about the problems in Los Angeles regarding the citywide development service system known as Build LA. Well, you could build LA all you want, but not one of you can afford to live in Los Angeles.
You've
I don't
exhausted
care
your 1 minute
where
on that
you're
item. Please move on to another item.
Oh, yeah, I got multiple items to speak on my
Please move on to another item. You've exhausted your 1 minute on item one.
I heard you.
Stop taking up his time by talking to him.
Item 21, Raman. Regarding Public Works Bureau. You want to be the next mayor, Raman, but yet, upon approval of the mayor between you dumb bitches and Public Works, for $3 million, you want to pass a Conservancy LA Riverway when we don't got fucking housing. We don't have people here in America that can afford to pay their rents, live in California anymore, and buy a home as a dream, right? You'll never buy a home in a dream. I'm living the American dream. That's the reason why Buckethead up there on item 21, 26-0646 for the record, fuck you. And then on item 22, CD11.
General public comment.
Now into my general public comment. 42 USC 1983 politely.
Fuck you.
Why do I have to come here and argue under the color of law? I need Spencer Pratt to explain that, because he's the only goddamn mayor, the only mayor that I would qualify of I vote. Do any of you agree with the I vote?
Yes.
Likely not, because you got the same fucking people, Democrats, destroying California.
The kids
You
are
like that shit. You like living in poverty. You like begging for free shit, but don't get a fucking job.
That's right. That's right.
And then all you little fucking faggots, simplified fucking faggots, understand Snyder versus Phelps. Understand Cohen versus California. Fuck the draft. The Chinese and the Russians are coming because a lady Chinese from that goddamn Arcadia has told us why. And you people think America's safe? America is doomed.
Your time has expired. If we hear you again, it will constitute a disruption for this meeting, and you will be subject to removal pursuant to Rule 7 and Rule 12.
Bro, they hate him
Thank you
so
for letting
much.
us know who you are endorsing for mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your patience. I apologize for the previous speaker.
I fucking love him.
You may hear
love
things
him.
that might be offensive.
I don't care what
It
anybody
does not
says.
reflect the views of this
Spanish,
body, of this city,
English,
or
Spanish
anyone
is
here
even better.
individually. Again, the fastest way to get through it is to just simply ignore it.
I kind of wish
but
he'd do it
thank
all
you
in
for your
Spanish
continued
now,
patience.
just to hold them
Next
up
speaker?
even longer.
Before the next speaker begins, I'll call up a few more names. Adrian, Aiden, Luis, Guadalupe, Daniel, Gabriel, Angel, Teresa, Allison,
Bro,
Scott
all
B.
those kids are just fucking laughing at him right here. These ones that are walking up right
Good
now.
morning. Next speaker.
These young kids.
Public comment.
General public comment? Okay. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
I'd like to address this to Councilwoman Rahman and mayoral candidate Rahman.
That's a man.
I find it highly disgraceful that you have bailed out on 2 mayoral debates, one hosted by Trans Latina and the other one hosted by Fox 11. As a Hispanic trans woman, how do I know you will stand on the national
It's a
stage
man.
and defend my rights, not only as a Mexican, but as a trans woman, when LAPD and ICE come knocking on our doors again, and when the Trump administration tries to revoke my rights to exist? If you cannot go on stage and debate your policies in good faith, how do we know you will have the backs for the people of LA when push comes to shove again? You won't. You are a political coward, and I find it highly disgraceful you won't even go on stage and debate in good faith. You should be ashamed of yourself. LA deserves better than you. LA deserves something different. LA deserves actual, meaningful change. And I'm not going to say who I'm voting for, but it's not you. You're shameful.
Well, there you go, Trans Latino Coalition. You're now learning. They're shameful. They don't care about you. They just want your vote, sir.
Good morning.
They just want your vote, sir. That's it. Oh, and your tax
Comentario
money.
general.
Sorry about that. And your tax money.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Ok. Estimados miembros del Consejo,
She's on the
buenos
way.
días a todos.
She's on the way.
Mi nombre es María Bernabé y vengo del Distrito 1 en Wesley.
Good morning, honorable council members. An honor to be here. My name is Maria Bernabe from District 1.
Y como miembro de la comunidad, les pido que voten para prohibir la venta de óxido
No,
nitroso
it's
en
not
las
man.
tiendas
That's
de
a sir.
humo.
That's a dude.
I ask as a community member to prohibit
That's a man.
nitrous oxide sale in communities and tobacco stores.
No nitrous?
Ya que he mirado cómo los jóvenes y gente mayor lo usan con el fin de alterar su cuerpo y como una droga más, ya que no necesitamos más sustancias.
Too many balloons.
And now I have seen how young people and old people use it to alter their bodies and their mind as another drugs, as if we needed more.
Que dañen el cerebro y el cuerpo de las personas. Ya es suficiente lo que vivimos con las personas y que miramos en la calle.
And this is damaging to the brain and the body, and I think it's already enough what we're witnessing with people on the streets that are all drugged out already.
Alteradas con sustancias. Se los pido como mamá y abuela. Por favor, nos ayuden a prohibir la venta libre de estas sustancias. Gracias.
These people are heavily altered and in altered states, and as a mother and as a grandmother, I ask that you please vote to prohibit the sale and distribution of these items.
I don't
Thank
see
you.
Stacy, but that doesn't mean she's not in there. They haven't called
Good
her.
morning.
They've
What
only
would you
called
like
a
to
few
speak to?
names, so 4 or 5 names.
Hello, good morning. I'm here to speak on behalf of item 14 and general public comment.
Okay,
Emperor,
so you'll
thank you
have
so
1 minute
much,
for
Emperor.
each. So
Appreciate
once you
you,
hear the
bud.
buzzer, you'll get another minute for general. Go ahead.
Thank you for the donor, Emperor King.
Okay, first off, my name is Adrian and I'm a high school student in the San Fernando Valley. I want to start off by saying on my way to school last week, right across the street from my high school,
Homeless encampment?
I personally found these 3 NOS tanks. Right now, nitrous oxide is easy for young people to access in our community. And because it's easy, more people are using it.
Yep.
Despite the serious risks of brain damage, oxygen deprivation, and long-term harm. I see these tanks on what feels like a daily occurrence. Seeing these tanks on the street in my community is becoming normal. Something this damaging and detrimental to your health is becoming normal. Might I remind you, these tanks can cause long-term brain damage. We can't keep saying prevention matters while allowing harmful products like this to stay easily available in our communities.
Yes, Emperor.
This isn't happening somewhere else, happening in our community, my community. Please support this policy and help protect students like me before consequences get worse.
That's
Thank
why
you.
I was telling you, they were all laughing at Mr. Herman in Spanish.
Thank
When
you.
he was
Next
saying
speaker.
in Spanish, you could see them. And look, they're all together in the same, I'm guessing they go to
Good morning. What would you
maybe a
like to
private
speak to?
school?
Good morning. I'm
They
speaking
make
on
them
item
in
14.
uniforms. I don't know.
Item 14 in general, or just item 14?
Item 14.
Oh, the hair is too
and
funny.
if you could
It's like
either
Kim Jong-il,
lift
kinda.
the microphone or move a little closer just so we can hear you. Go ahead. You have 1 minute for item 14.
Good morning. My name is Aiden, and I'm here as a student representing my community. We are the ones seeing the impact of these products every day, walking to school, in our neighborhoods, and in our parks. We see the canisters left behind. We see how easy it is to get these products, and we're asking a simple question. If we know why it's harmful, why is it so easy to access? If we are serious about protecting young people, we have to match our policies with reality. Please hear our voices and support this motion. Thank you.
No one's listening? No, they don't care. Because they can't vote yet. They'll pretend to care about them as soon as they can
morning.
vote.
What would you like to
Another
speak to?
year or so. When they turn 18.
Item 14.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Luis. My name is Luis Fuentes, and I'm speaking on item 14 and general public comment. I'm a student from Burke Corona Charter High School. Nitrous oxide may seem harmless,
Charter school,
but
not
it
private,
can
not
cause
regular
serious
school.
health problems like oxygen deprivation and damage to the brain and heart. The problem is that it's not being sold in places.
For sure, Beej.
It is now being sold in places that make it easy for young people to access. We've learned about the risks, but when something is easy to access, more people will try it. Prevention isn't just about telling us what's dangerous, it's about reducing access to harmful products. This motion is a smart step because it focuses on where the problem is happening. Please support this policy to protect youth, health, and safety. Thank you.
Yeah, they don't care. Not one of them give a fuck. Not one of them give a fuck either and allow more smoke
morning.
shop
What would you
after
like
the
to
next
speak to?
smoke shop after the next smoke shop move in.
Item 14.
And then
So you
sell
have
that
1
stuff.
minute. Go ahead.
Good morning, Council. My name is Guadalupe, and I'm a student from Burke Corona Charter and the eldest sister of two. I'm here to support the ban on and restriction of nitrous oxide. And honestly, I can go on about how these canisters affect our school, our community and school. But I'm here to state what's most important. I'm here for my sisters. I'm here to ask how I'm supposed to feel about the fact that both of my sisters, who are no older than 9, are exposed to these items. How should I feel at the fact that I don't feel comfortable to walk them to school when in that same path I see canisters and boxes of nitrous oxide just a few steps from my house all the way to my school? While many think this is a minor problem, I pose a question. If nitrous oxide is harmful not only to those who use it, but to those who witness it, why is it still so widely available? Port Hueneme and Oxnard have implemented bans on the recreational use of nitrous oxide. We ask you to do the same here. Our goal is to educate our
Ventura
students,
County.
but most importantly, to protect them. For the good of our community and our students and of my sisters, we implore you to limit the access. Thank you for your time.
Ma'am, good
you.
luck,
Next
because
speaker.
that's a different county. That's Ventura County, not L.A. But I see what you're saying, and I agree with you.
Speak to?
I'm here for item number 14 and general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Look at
Hello,
Mr. Herman's
good morning.
puppy, so
My name is
happy.
Daniel and I'm a student in 10th grade. I'm in the Pathways to Prevention program. Let me start by saying nitrous oxide to minors isn't the only problem we have. Making nitrous oxide tanks available in smoke shops is also a problem. My question is, why are smoke shops selling things that aren't made for humans to inhale? Unless they intend for buyers to use it for recreational purposes. Nitrous oxide marketing is getting more and more common by the day in communities kids call home.
Is he crying?
They use colorful labels and new flavors to attract consumers. Most of the consumers are minors. Walking out of school, me and 2 of my classmates stumbled across 2 NOS tanks in our place of learning. Why are companies taking a chemical meant for car acceleration and adding flavors to it? That doesn't make sense. It makes it more appealing, especially to young people. Although nitrous oxide has legitimate uses, inhalation for recreational
General
purposes
public comment?
isn't one of them. Making NOS tanks available in smoke shops should be illegal.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Before the next speaker begins, I'd like to call up a few names. Florinda Cruz, Smoke and Scan, Isabel Bedoy, and Julissa Hernandez.
Wait, I think that's 4. That's 4.
Good morning. What would you like
That's
to speak
4.
to?
I would like to speak on item number 14, general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Good morning. My name is Gabriel, and I'm a student at Burke Corona Charter High School. You've heard many times, I can stand here and tell you how to fix your brain. I can also tell you that it disconnects people from reality.
Fix your brain.
What about telling you that it creates an unsafe situation in most public places? I could, but what I'd really like for you to do is take a moment to actually look at us. This impacts everyone, not just one single person. I want to grow up in a community that's drug-free, where we feel safe just walking around, where this isn't just accepted as a part of everyday life.
You hear that,
We shouldn't
Nithya
have to grow
Raman?
up
Hold on
around
a
this.
second.
Thank
Hold
you.
on a second. You hear that, Nithya Raman? Drug-free environment without any encampments and all the bullshit. You hear that? The kid's asking you. You hear that? You Indian scammer? Do you hear that?
Thank you. Next speaker.
The one who voted 67 times to leave encampments in front of
Good morning.
schools?
What would you like to speak to?
Huh?
Good morning. I'm speaking
Huh?
on behalf
Indian
of
scammer?
item
Thank you.
number
Come
14
again.
in
I
general
will take
public
your
comment.
money and
Okay,
fucking
so
run
one minute
off.
each. Go
Thank
ahead.
you. Come again.
Good afternoon.
I will
Good
come
morning.
to your
My
country
name
and
is
tell you
Angel,
how it
and I'm
will
a student
be.
at Burke Corona Charter High School.
After I ran from my
On my way
toilet
to
of a
school,
country.
every day I pass through multiple different smoke shops that are selling products like nitrous oxide. These aren't hidden and they're right there. They're visible and they're easy to access for the youth. At school, we're hearing things about making good choices, but once we come out of school, the message becomes completely different.
Yeah.
When products like these are being sold near schools and smoke shops, it's making them seem normal and harmless. This isn't just about the education. It's about what we're being exposed to every day. To what my 10-year-old little brother is being exposed to on a daily basis.
Yeah, a vote for Nithya is a vote
And
for
as an
keeping
older
that
brother
alive, sir. Or
who
young
no
man.
longer knows what to say, as he asked me about these tanks that sit across from his elementary schools. Please help support this motion to help reduce the access and make our environment safer for students like my little brother and myself. Thank
General.
you.
Thank you. Come again. Nithya will make sure everybody
morning.
is
What
on
would you like to
nitrous
speak
in
to?
front of their school.
I'm here to speak on item 14 in general.
And then
public
tell you how
comment.
these people
Okay,
are
so you have 1
oppressed
minute for each. Go ahead.
on
Hi,
their
my name
nitrous.
is Teresa. I'm a student at Burke Corona Charter High School and a teenager living in the Sun Valley.
What's up, Art?
Valley. I live in a community where you see nitrous oxide, also known as NOx, everywhere, like in the park with your friends, and I'm 17. There are elementary students whom I see at these parks as well. That means students ages 5 and up may also be seeing these tanks. Nitrous oxide should be banned for the sake of our community and the children growing up in it. This community cannot allow children and teenagers to fall into the health issues caused by this gas. Let me tell you something even bigger if I haven't caught your attention yet. This is a drug that can causes you lack of oxygen to the brain. That means death. According to Wupsik and Yoki from the University of Mississippi, who studied 14 years of CDC Wonder data and found that nitrous oxide related deaths were relatively low in 2017 with 23 deaths, but climbed to 156 deaths in 2023, which is a 578% relatively increased over time. These companies create these flavors to get people hooked. Flavoring is one of the primary reasons why teens initiate the use, with roughly 3 out of 4 teenagers saying that they would stop if products were not flavored. As a community, we can shape what it should look like for children and teenagers, but sadly, this is the harsh reality. You have the power in your hands to make a difference. Please support the motion to ban nitrous oxide for recreational use in our community. Thank you.
Hi, Christy. Yes, they've all got their script. They've been brought down from their school to talk
Good
about
morning.
nitrous
What would you like
today.
to speak to?
In front of everybody,
Speak on item number 14 in general public comment.
except for
so you
Mr.
have 1
Herman,
minute
of
for
course.
each, and feel free to adjust the microphone if you like. Go ahead.
Good morning, my name is Allison, and I'm also a
Yeah, it's a
student from the
charter
San Fernando
school.
Valley. I'm here to support the item to ban the sale of nitrous oxide for recreational use. I want to stand here and be honest with all of you. This is something that I've struggled with myself. Nitrous oxide is addictive, and one of the biggest reasons it's hard to stop is that it's so easy to get. It's sold in places we pass every day. We see the canisters lying around. You've heard it, and I'll say it again. It really starts to feel normal, even though it's not safe. I'm working with Pathways to Prevention project to reduce and stop using. What I've learned is this: when access is everywhere, quitting is definitely harder. When access goes down, people have a real chance to stop. This isn't just about me, this is about a lot of young people struggling with the same thing. I'm really asking you to take this motion seriously because we can no longer ignore the access and availability driving this problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker.
just huff spray paint. No, that's even
Good morning.
worse.
What would you like to speak to?
Good morning. I'm speaking on item number 14 under general public comments.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Scott, and I am with the San Fernando Valley Partnership, where I work closely with students from Burke Corona Charter High School. These young people gave up a full day of learning because of what they are seeing every day in their neighborhoods, parks, across the street from their school on a daily basis. Every day we teach young people about healthy choices,
Yeah, because they're
prevention,
pawns,
and protecting their future.
People like him
But there's
make them
still
into
a growing
pawns.
disconnect between what we teach our students and what they're continuously exposed to in their community. When products that we know are being misused and that are highly visible, easy accessible, and sold near schools, youth-centered spaces, prevention becomes much harder. We have seen this story before. As communities, we underestimated the early warning signs of fentanyl, and we paid dearly for that delay.
Nil, not null.
Too many of our families are
Nil.
still living with the
NYL.
consequences
Nil.
today.
Fentanyl.
We should not wait for another crisis before taking early action.
General?
Research consistently shows that the access and availability influences youth behavior, reduces perceived risk, and increases the likelihood of
Alex?
use. Prevention works its best when communities act early, not after harm becomes widespread. This motion is not extreme. It is thoughtful, balanced, and prevention-focused. It addresses environmental factors that contribute to youth substance misuse while supporting safer, healthy communities. Today, our students are asking you adults to listen. And if I can do a favor, is ask you to listen to them. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you for everybody who came out to speak.
Thank
tonight.
you, yes.
Hello.
Thank you guys for
Yes,
the
good
script
morning.
reading.
So, saw you come in a little late. So, just for you and everybody else, the items that are open for public comment are items number 1 and items 3 through 24. So, I assume 3 for all the items and 1 for general. Go ahead.
You assume correctly, sir. Okay, well, good morning. Yeah, I want to chime in on the noxious, even though I know it's laughing gas, and although, you know, it would be fun to just be able to laugh at all you guys, it's not a good thing. And so I am for banning it. I'm for sending that strong message to kids not to even play around with that. Don't play with noxious oxide, and don't play with Scientology. But it seems like kind of like you almost like not discriminated, uncriminalized other drugs such as like really strong ones like heroin and meth, and you know it seems like that's almost been decriminalized in a lot of ways. I could be wrong. I'll ask Smoke and Scan if I'm wrong, but I would like you to be just as vigilant if you're going to do the noxious gas, to also be vigilant in making sure you fully criminalize the really heavy duty drugs. The second one is for the fallen firefighters. Absolutely, you should illuminate for the fallen firefighters. And but I think I'm going to get. I always like to see if Smoke and Scan agrees with me on these things. It's fun.
6.
But I think that in
I
spite of
agree.
just putting up the lights, you should also give them the budget that they need to be able to fix their housing, you know, their stations, be able to fight major fires, you know, stuff like that. Have their equipment fixed so they can go to a fire, say if there's a big fire, you know, like we had last January of last year, you know, so like stuff like that. There's little pesky things, but I'll have to check later to see if Smoke and Scan agrees with me.
There's 7.
Then the other one for Bureau
We
Street
agree.
Services about giving them, you know, this one, oh no, I want to start with number 1, the portal, okay? You have this one-stop portal and you want to increase the fees. Okay, I know you guys are so desperate for money. I know that pesky little fire kind of tapped the resources and the police budget, let's be honest. But I've been asking for a portal for the Bureau Street Services so we can all access it. So you just want to look at the charging people, the entities for their portals, but not giving like the transparency and allowing the city and the residents to know what applications are going through and what has been gone through. And I think that's unfair. And I think you need to, especially the Bureau Street Services, people want to track these permits. We have a right to do it. And you guys are not big on transparency. I wonder why. And don't forget, Mr. President and Mr. Lee, you still owe me an apology.
There's Mr. Herman.
But
Came back.
Go ahead, I'll take it. I'll stop and take it, Mr. President, if you want to apologize.
So please stick to the items, or I'm going to move to general.
That is an item. Come on.
No, we're not going to do this,
Okay.
but up to you. Do you want to move to general?
No, I
Okay.
don't. Okay, so the fixing the Bureau of Street Services, giving them money to fix streets, yes. Let's start off with going to L. Ron Hubbard Way, taking up the paving stones, removing their R permit, and bringing it back to city control. Even though it still is city control, Scientology makes it seem like it's not. So please do that. Okay.
General public comment?
All right, I'm going to talk about what I spoke at the police commission meeting because you guys didn't get to be there. There's a person named James Richardson, okay? He's a high-level Scientology security guard who, while as a security guard for them, which is a high position in Scientology, not in real life, but, you know, whatever. He was dating, as an adult, okay, a 14-year-old girl.
Up.
He married her at 16.
Up.
Okay, and I heard that, I just found out recently by someone who knows, worked, was with him while she was in Scientology, that he actually did this twice. Married two 16-year-olds while an adult. And he is on your clergy council. I have a problem with that because your clergy council has access to cadets, police cadets, children, events with children. And this man who had to run to Nevada because he couldn't do it here, they ran to Vegas with Scientology's blessing, okay? And he's on your police council. Are you kidding me?
Shout out to Audit LA. Thank you for the shout outs, Audit. Enjoy your day.
Before the next speaker begins, I'd like to call up Jumbo, Kimberly Gutierrez Daniela, Jennifer Cernas, Jermaine Valentine, Mr. Atalano, and Francisco Ortega.
Mr. Antolato. I don't see Spindler in there, Rocky. I mean, it doesn't mean he won't show up. He kind of does that. He'll just roll in with his coffee. Because Mr. Herman gets there so early, signs him up on the kiosk.
Good morning. What would you like to speak
he's
to?
already been signed up,
Estoy
probably.
aquí para hacer un comentario público.
I'm here for general public comment.
So you never know.
So you have
may
1
pop
minute.
in.
Go ahead.
Me llamo Florinda y trabajo en McDonald's del Distrito 10.
McDonald's?
My name is Florinda, and I work at McDonald's in District 10.
Soy una de las cocineras que están en huelga porque no hay aire acondicionado en la cocina donde hace más calor.
I am one of the cooks who's on strike because there's no air conditioning in the kitchen where it's the hottest.
Las temperaturas alcanzaron casi los 100 grados.
Temperatures reach almost 100 degrees.
Lo que me provocó mareos y debilidad mientras intentaba atender los pedidos.
Leaving me dizzy and weak while I tried to keep up with orders.
Como diabética, soy especialmente vulnerable a la deshidratación y al agotamiento por calor.
As someone with diabetes, I am especially vulnerable to dehydration and heat exhaustion.
Y me asusté al pensar en cómo estará la cocina cuando llegue el verano.
And it's frightening to think of how the kitchen will get once it's actually summer.
Además, los baños estuvieron sin reparar durante semanas.
On top of that, restrooms went unfixed for weeks.
Lo que provocó un olor terrible que se extendió a la cocina y enfermó a algunos compañeros.
Causing a terrible smell that spread into the kitchen and caused some coworkers to feel sick.
Pensé que tenía que aguantar estas condiciones.
I thought I had to put up with these conditions.
Pero ahora sé que tenemos derechos y protecciones.
But I'm learning now that we have rights and protections.
Por eso insisto a este consejo a que apruebe la ordenanza de trabajo justo.
That's why I urge this council to pass the Fair Work Ordinance.
Y garantice que todos los trabajadores de comida rápida reciban capacitación sobre los derechos en un espacio donde nos sentamos seguros al hablar de nuestras experiencias. Gracias.
And ensure that every fast food worker receives Know Your Rights training in a space where we feel safe to talk about our experiences. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
See, mean McDonald's isn't taking care of the frontline workers the way they're supposed to? Come on, McDonald's.
Hello, my name is Kimberly and I'm part of Lift in Minds Youth Council. Today I want to talk about how NOS affects people in our community. NOS is often seen as harmless, but it is not. It can damage the brain, affect memory, mood, and behavior. Using too much NOS can cause low blood pressure, fainting, numbness, and it can make people confused and not think clearly. I saw this happen to someone I know personally. He used NOS almost every day. He lost a lot of weight, his face changed, and his health was terrible. He became angry, confused, and started problems for no reason. I didn't give up on him. I supported him and encouraged him to get help and go to rehab. Over time, he realized NOS was ruining his life and made a change. Now he's clean and doing better. This shows how serious NOS use is and why education and support are important. Thank you for listening.
Thank you again, Job. It's always it's about. It's victimhood, complaining. It's a complaining fest. Notice that we always complain because nothing's running right in the city.
Hello, good morning. Item 14 in general.
Nothing is running right in the city. That's why we have
Thank you.
complaints.
Good morning, Council President and Council members. My name is Julissa Hernandez, and I'm with Los Angeles Unified School District Office of Government Relations. And we're here in support of item 14 related to the restricting of the retail sale and distribution of nitrous oxide. The district would like to thank Councilmember Padilla, along with every other council member who has helped move this item forward in making sure that everyone has the same shared goal of creating safer communities for our youth. Los Angeles Unified supports the efforts to help protect the health, safety, and well-being of young people across our communities. We do recognize the growing concern around youth access to nitrous oxide products and the potential risk these substances can pose to our student health and well-being. This ordinance represents an important and preventive effort to help reduce youth access to these products and increase awareness of the associated health risks. As part of the district's 2026 advocacy guiding principles and priorities, LA Unified supports initiatives that advance student safety and support the whole child by promoting healthy and safe and supportive environments for students both inside and outside our classrooms. We appreciate this ordinance takes a balanced approach by restricting retail sales while also preserving the legitimate medical, food services, automobile, and other industries that use it. On behalf of LA Unified School District, we thank the city's leadership for taking initiative on this issue and respectfully urge the support of this ordinance. Thank you, everyone.
Well, good luck, Unknown.
Thank
I
you.
hope.
Next speaker.
Yes, you're right, Nemo.
Good morning. What would you like to speak
Yes, they are.
to?
I'm a product of it.
General comment?
You see how dumb I am.
1 minute. Go ahead.
I want to remind you that you are encouraged to communicate with people so long as it's done in public. It's secret discussions which are the problem because they are potential serial meeting violations. Of course, communications with your personal lawyers are protected, but city attorneys are not personal lawyers. Their client is the public, and their communications are public records. So what do we do when there's a dispute over matters like this? We're supposed to let a jury decide, but our prosecutors ain't prosecuting and on issues far more serious than this. On a related issue, Smoke and Scan has threatened to stop doing Friday shows because of your illegal delay of public comments. Read the council rules. Public comments are supposed to be at the beginning of meetings, but officers don't enforce rules when the council breaks them.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Apparently he's watching Smoke and Scan too. There's
Good morning.
you know they fucking hate it. They heard us 8 times. They heard us 8 times. They mentioned us today.
1 minute for each.
8
Go ahead.
today. Us.
Which one first?
Please.
They hate
with
us.
the items. Go ahead.
They hate
Thank
us.
you, brother. So number 18 on your guys' services for street services and repair for work. I want to say I propose yes for that because we all know these streets can get a little bumpy. And God knows who's living underneath these cracked streets. We've all seen the videos in New York. But
no quirky.
yeah, I walk these
It's a
streets
waste.
every day. I was born into a golden spoon household. Like I said, my mother took us to Orange County when I was little. I had a car in high school.
That's a golden spoon.
I lived with mom and my stepfather until, a year after high school. I jogged from Norwalk to East LA. I saw the World's Strongest Man competition that day in Commerce Casino. God made me use my feet for a reason. I don't have a car, but I do propose for our streets to be fixed. Thank you.
General?
So yes, general comment. If this was a movie, thank you
No,
guys for being
Qwerty.
here. My
How
name
many
is
times do I have
Brandon
to fucking
Attiliano.
say it? No, Qwerty.
No, I'm not
No,
the Attilian in
Qwerty.
the Men in
No.
Black movie. But
No.
yes, thank you guys for being here. Council, Chamber, thank you. Thank you guys for listening to the people. I hear about this drug problem we have. It seems like it's a
look at him
problem. Have I
sleeping.
done it? Yes.
Does it say fuck what?
Am I proud of it? Hell no. Was it fun? Was it a good time? Yeah, we had a fun time. Did people get hurt? Yes. Yes, they might have gotten hurt on it. But yeah, I hear it's an issue. I think it's that time to peacefully work on it. Don't put anybody
Emperor,
in
thank you.
chambers, put
88,
away,
88.
put them on a piece of
I don't know what
paper
that means.
probation that just makes you feel like you're on probation. If you spank your kid, you go away forever the next day. So please look out for the people. Brandon, thank you guys.
So again, Curdy, no, I would not go down there because I'm not wasting 2 hours of just drive time. Not to mention sitting here for 2 hours to halt
Good morning.
to get
What would you
picked
like to
to
speak
talk
to?
for 2
Hello,
minutes
my
or
name's
maybe
Sebastian.
3, maybe, depending
we're
on
here
how
with
many
the
items there are.
No, we're
So,
here with the
I'm
Lift
good.
in Minds Youth Council program.
Okay, so 1 minute for general.
14.
So is it 14 and general public comment or just 14?
Thank you, Tons.
Just the 14.
So you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Good to see you, Tons.
All right, we're here with the Lift in Minds Youth Council program. We're here to explain the side effects of what could happen when you do NOS, nitrous oxide. It's these things called whippets. You can find them in your local corner store. Like to personal experience, I think it's very bad. You know, anybody can be impacted by it. And
what's up, Sky?
And we're here to spread awareness because we think it's really important. So thank you. Have a good day. All right.
We think it's really important, eh? And there's no more on the.
We're here to support the motion, so please, thank you. And have a
So
good day.
please, thank you, man. Get out of here,
you.
man.
Next speaker.
They
Before
gave
the
them
next speaker
all a little
begins,
script
I'm
to
gonna
read.
call up a few more names. Francisco Ortega, Blanca Romero, Raymond Rios, Sebastian, Andre.
Okay, really quickly, this is no different than them pulling the little elementary school and junior high school students to go and protest for the Democrats the other day, last week, couple weeks back. This is no different. Just gather a bunch up, tell them what they need to say. Here's a little script on the way there. Practice reading your script, and here we go.
Chris Garcia, and Sue Rodriguez.
No different. This is no
Good
different.
morning. What would you like to speak to?
I doubt these kids really care that much about nitrous. I really don't. I think
Hello,
this
I'm
is
Jacob
all
Smith, the president of the Lift in Mind Youth
orchestrated.
Council at Homeboy, and I'm going to talk to you about the rise of nitrous oxide abuse. A growing number of youth
Any
is
white kids? No.
abusing it and
They're the problem. They're the ones
using
bringing
NOS
it in
by
and throwing it
inhaling
all over
from
their
balloons
community.
And metal canisters, also called whippets. They inhale the scentless, colorless gas, and when it hits their lungs, it gives them a short rush of euphoria or lightheadedness for a short period of time. Its original purpose was for cars and medical use, but now it's being abused. Thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm here to talk about item 14. My name is Ray Marquez, Vice President of the Homeboys Industries Youth Council. And if you ever wondered if NOS kills brain cells, it does. It also
Look at me.
lowers the vitamin B12 in your system, which causes a condition called hypoxia, which essentially leaves you feeling numb in parts of your body, and in some cases leaves you dead. And a big reason I want to spread awareness for this problem is because growing up in the city of Watts, I see drugs everywhere. I seen peers, I seen family members do it, and nitrous oxide was one of them. So, and as a recent, one of my close friends had passed away because of the use of nitrous oxide, and I want to spread awareness to it. Thank you.
Well, I think it was maybe when we were a
you.
kid,
Next
Emperor,
speaker.
but I think nowadays it's really had a resurgence.
Good morning. What would you
Because
like to speak to?
we never had it the way they had it with like
support
flavored
Item
gas and all that.
Okay, so
It
you have
was
1
just
minute. Go ahead.
one
I'm
nasty
here with
taste,
the
and that was
Everyday
that.
Lift in Minds Council. I'm here to spread awareness to young adults. Over the summer of 2025, someone I knew passed away in a car accident due to driving and using NOS.
Well, come on now.
That's why I think it's important to start paying attention
you can knock out,
on
you
young
can
adults
knock
and how
yourself
they are
out
getting
on
it so
NOS.
easily. Thank you for taking the time and learning about the effects NOS can have on our minds and body.
Right, Dino?
Thank you. Next speaker.
Yeah, of course you can crash your car, man. It'll knock you out.
Buenos días a todos. Mi nombre es
It'll make
Carmen
you pass
Rocha
out if you
y vengo de la comunidad
Enough of it.
Huelis Pico Union.
Good morning,
y pertenezco
everybody.
al Distrito 1.
My name is Carmen Rocha. I am from the community of Pico Union, and I'm living in District 1
Le vengo a hacer comentario general del
General
número
comment.
14.
at number 14.
Sí, quiero que por favor voten no al óxido nitrógeno, ya que hace mucho daño a nuestros jóvenes. Ya hay mucha droga como para aportar una más a ellos.
I am asking you that you please vote against allowing nitrous oxide because it's a drug, and God knows we don't need any more drugs out there.
Ya que ponen un negocio en cada esquina a mi comunidad de estas drogas vendiendo y hacerlas fácil a ellos. Entonces, ¿por qué robarles el futuro a nuestros jóvenes?
And there seems to be one of these shops in every block, and it's so easy for young people to get these products, and so why ruin the bright futures of these young people?
Es muy triste ver a cada joven haciendo droga, robándole su juventud.
It's very sad seeing young people doing drugs. It's taking away their youth.
Démosles un futuro mejor. Por favor, vote no.
Let's give them a better future. Please vote no. Thank you.
Yeah, Nunya, I don't have
Thank
that.
you.
I
Next
have
speaker.
the Paramount Plus. You guys were right. I watched the UFC.
morning.
It was a
Hi,
good
good
one.
morning.
General comment and item
Thanks
14.
for letting me know, guys.
Kids, you have 1 minute for each. Go ahead.
I do have Paramount Plus.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the
With
Coalition
Prime
for
Video.
Prevention and
Guess it
Awareness
comes
in
with
LA
Prime.
Metro, known as COPOM, we thank you for the opportunity to comment today. COPOM is a coalition of
Darth
service
Maul
providers, organizations, and
have it.
community members who strive for a resilient Los Angeles. Our coalition has conducted over 100 visits to smoke shops that are located near schools, parks, and other youth-sensitive areas within the city of Los Angeles.
Hi, Half-Right.
We observed products such as Great Whip nitrous oxide tanks in various flavors, retailing at $60 on display. Many of these shops have minimal age signage and openly welcome the public. Community members and parent volunteers have encountered many empty canisters around Koreatown, Pico Union, Westlake, and Skid Row, indicating the misuse of the substance. Nitrous oxide misuse can lead to paralysis, neurological problems, heart disease, and even death. There is limited surveillance at the local level, but California Department of Public Health records indicate that emergency department visits related to nitrous oxide increased from 76 visits in
General?
2018 to 263 visits in 2023.
Pretty
The
much
Los Angeles
Dodgers.
Unified School District reported 11 incidents of nitrous oxide possession during the 23-24 academic school year. Our mission is to educate Los Angeles about drug-related harms. We see a strong need for an improved surveillance of nitrous oxide misuse and limiting accessibility for illicit misuse, especially to youth. We value the council's efforts and leadership in considering a policy solution that will contribute to a healthier community for residents of Los Angeles City. Thank you.
Well, Emperor, I'm sure it's just like us.
Thank
When
you.
we
Next
wanted
speaker.
alcohol, we had
Before the
somebody
next
go
speaker
buy us
begins,
some
I'll call
alcohol,
up a
right?
few more names. Sue
Probably the same.
Rodriguez, Pamela Gibberman, Spencer Pratt, Chinese, and Carmen Rocha.
Spencer Pratt.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Miss Roach is there. She's going to talk about the
Buenos
church.
días a todos. Mi nombre es Blanca Romero. Estoy aquí para un comentario público.
General public comment. My name is
Trabajo
Blanca
para
Romero.
McDonald's en el Distrito 10. Soy cajera en drive-thru durante casi 9 años. Ayer me uní a huelga para apoyar a mis compañeros.
Yes, I have worked at McDonald's for the last 9 years. I've been a cashier,
for sure, Vipo.
and I've been working in District 10. And I went on strike yesterday to support my coworkers.
Que
One day
han
strike
visto
on
obligados
Sunday.
a
Oh, no,
trabajar
Monday
en
was
un
yesterday.
calor extremo,
Who have
Sí.
been forced to work in extreme heat
sin aire acondicionado ni descansos adecuados.
without air conditioning or adequate breaks.
Soy una persona que no tolera el abuso en el trabajo. Lo he sufrido
I am someone who does not tolerate abuse on the job because I have suffered it before.
Sé de primera mano cómo duele lo físico y lo mental, que no causa el abuso del jefe.
I know firsthand the physical and mental toll that our bosses put on us.
Pero después de ayer, ahora entiendo la importancia de conocer nuestros derechos.
But after yesterday, I now know the importance of knowing our rights.
Les da a los trabajadores la confianza para denunciar cuando el jefe infraude la ley.
It gives the workers confidence to speak up when the boss breaks the law.
El problema es de muchos desconocemos nuestros derechos y con demanda de frecuencia. Guardamos silencio por miedo a perder nuestros empleos. Por eso los trabajadores necesitamos capacitación real sobre nuestros derechos.
Speaker, your time has expired, but I am going to ask the interpreters to interpret the last statements.
She gets a little extra.
Yes, the issue is that too many of us don't know rights with high frequency, and we stay silent because out of fear of losing our jobs, and that is why workers need real training on our rights to know them.
I can see her Adam's apple from here, the one in the middle.
Perdón, señora, se le acabó su tiempo. Muchas gracias.
Before the next speaker begins, I'll call up a few more names: William Good, Arcadia, Aaron E., Ray Marquez, Albert Molina, and Michael Ackerman.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Hi, good morning. A public comment and item 14, please.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Please begin with the item. Go ahead.
Good morning, council members. My name is Raymond Rios. I'm a longtime resident out of Boyle Heights and El Sereno. Here this morning to urge this council to please support the motion by council members Padilla and Lee that would restrict the sale of nitrous oxide products in smoke shops and anywhere else where they are currently and knowingly selling this dangerous inhalant to the youth of our communities. I'm a retired educator. I live near a high school. We do a lot of volunteer work. We're constantly finding these metal canisters. I mean, not just a few. We're finding them by the dozens in our parks, near our high schools, you know, and as a retired educator, it breaks my heart to think of what the future holds for these youth that are using these products. We have enough mental health challenges in our city already, and homelessness is too much of a reality. So please support this motion to restrict the sale of these this terrible inhalant to the youth of our community. Thank you.
Before the next speaker begins, I'll call up a few more names: Stacy Good, David O'Carter, Petra R., Harriet Elliott, and Jason Christopher.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Item 14, please.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Andres Garcia with the Office of State Senator Caroline Menjivar. As a state, we are confronting a growing youth crisis, from the surge in youth vaping among teens to the recent rise of nitrous oxide use, most commonly known as whippets, which is why Senator Menjivar introduced SB 1314 to ban the sale of nitrous oxide at smoke shops and prevent these same smoke shops from being within 600 feet of our schools and daycare centers. This bill works hand in hand with this motion in addressing the growing concerns at the state level. The senator supports Councilmember Padilla's motion item 14 and the recommendations of the Public Safety Committee to prohibit tobacco and cannabis retailers in the city of Los Angeles from selling, offering for sale, distributing, or exposing for sale nitrous oxide products with exemptions for legitimate uses. She urges an aye vote to address the inconsistency in how nitrous oxide is regulated and to better protect young people and communities from its harmful misuse, especially as her bill, SB 1314, will also preserve local control by allowing cities and counties to adopt even stricter standards, including expanding the buffer to 1,000 feet or any distance they determine to be appropriate. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker. Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Item 14 and general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Please begin with the item. Go ahead.
My name is Pamela Giberman, and I'm speaking as an individual, though I am also the chair of the Panorama City Neighborhood Council Education Committee. Last night, the Education Committee voted unanimously to recommend to the full PCNC board the following community impact statement. The Panorama City Neighborhood Council strongly supports banning the sale of any and all nitrous oxide products at tobacco and cannabis retailers throughout the city of Los Angeles. These products pose a serious danger to the health and safety of our community, most particularly to our young people, since the number of such retailers located close to schools is obscene. It has been proven that nitrous oxide harms brain development, that the number of emergency room visits has increased due to its use, and it impairs driving, leading to accidents and possible loss of life. Please protect our communities and put this ban into effect as soon as possible. I'm 99% certain that the full PCNC board will support the filing of this CIS. Banning nitrous oxide products is an excellent first step, but all of the products in smoke shops are harmful to kids. No smoke shops should be located within 500 or 600, so thank you to the state of California for possibly making that happen, within 500 or 600 feet of a school. Thank you, Councilmember McCosker and Councilmember Lee, for your interim control ordinance to that effect. And thank you to all of you who voted in favor of the amendment, which was suggested by my councilperson, Imelda Padilla, to extend that ordinance citywide. We look forward to a time when it will be permanent in every council district. We further believe smoke shop owners should have to apply for conditional use permits since they pose an extreme nuisance to our communities. Again, I urge you to do everything in your power to keep our kids and our communities safe. Thank you.
Before the next speaker begins, I'd like to call up the last set of names: Goat, Audit, Dustin, and Jacob.
That's it.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Yeah, I'd like to speak to 5 in public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for each. Please begin with the item. Go ahead.
So 5 relates to street lighting. I noticed you guys have been patting yourselves on the back for your new plan to address the fact that our city is dark as hell. I know my neighborhood, Hugo should know it, he's my council member, it's completely dark. You guys are always talking about, you're always giving more money to the LAPD to fight crime. You want to fight crime, you want to prevent crime, light up our streets. Again, you guys are patting yourselves on the back for this new program, especially the mayor, but she said that over the last years, leaders have neglected the street lighting problem. What she doesn't mention is the fact that she has cut street lighting by $7.5 million since she's been in office. She creates a problem, and then she wants some sort of congratulations for attempting to slightly fix it. It's bullshit. She sucks as mayor. She shouldn't be mayor anymore. Now, on public comment, I came here actually to address Nithya right before I come up here. Suddenly she exits stage left. So I'm going to address that empty seat over there where Nithya is sitting. She's running for mayor, right? A year ago, over the last year, there have been 200 documented cases of the LAPD brutalizing journalists. There was a restraining order by a federal judge that was put in place because the LAPD has been brutalizing journalists. They violated that and they put an injunction in place. And finally, after 6 months, you guys finally got some balls and said, you know what, city attorney, we got to stop defending the LAPD in this restraining order case. But then you guys immediately go and fund outside counsel to defend the LAPD. It's bullshit. I've been waiting for Nithya to say something about it. But once again, I've heard as much as I've heard out of that empty seat right there. If she wants to be mayor, she wants to be leader, it's time to start showing, but she doesn't have it in her. Good day.
That's it.
Next speaker.
Shout out to the film the police guy.
Good morning. What would you like to speak to?
Item 14 in general public comment.
Okay, so you get 1 minute for each. Please begin with the item. Go ahead.
Good morning, honorable council members. My name is Albert Milena. I'm the executive director of the San Fernando Valley Partnership, and I'm also honored to stand here with the students from our Pathways to Prevention program at Burke Corona Charter High School, and here to support this motion that is desperately needed. Our work focuses on addressing the community conditions that contribute to youth substance abuse, and we know that access, availability, and product play a key role in what young people are using. It's also important to understand place, how that impacts use. Did you know that in the city of Los Angeles, there are over 3,400 smoke shops, and that 73% of the schools in the city of LA are within 1,000 feet of a smoke shop? And when we have these locations selling a product that has been specifically designed and marketed to young people, we have a major problem. So we must understand that we are seeing the warning signs: growing misuse, impaired driving, tanks. And I'll tell you this, those tanks aren't litter, they're warning signs. And we can't ignore warning signs. that are literally flooding our community. I encourage you all to look around as you're driving, freeway on-ramps, at parks, near schools, and it really is a problem that desperately needs to address. Public health teaches us that action matters. We don't wait for fatalities or overwhelmed emergency systems before we take action. This is an emerging threat, and the fentanyl crisis taught us that we don't wait until our emergency rooms, until we start to lose young people. We need to take action now. Los Angeles has an opportunity to act early, reduce access, and prevent normalization. As you heard these young people, this product is normal. We see it every day. It's flavored, doesn't even seem dangerous, but we're already seeing the impact. We heard one of the students mention a 500% increase in youth consumption, the medical impact. So we do have an opportunity to take action, and I'm thanking you in advance for your action to protect our young people and our communities. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's...
Thank you. And before we get to the next speaker,
Yoda, a ton
Mr.
of money.
Herman, whatever it is you are doing with the piece of paper, with your motions, you are right in the eye line of everybody who's trying to pay attention to the public speaker. Do not disrupt this meeting. This is your first and only formal warning. If you'd like to make those motions, you're more than welcome to do so at the sides or at the back, but there's absolutely no reason for you to do that right behind the public speaker.
Bro has
I'm
HDS.
sorry. Good morning. What would you like to
Herman
speak to?
derangement syndrome.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
HDS.
Go ahead.
Harriet Elliott. I posted yesterday on the public comment that the librarian over at Central Library, from my understanding, they all have master's degrees over there. She's a young person. Her name, she's about 30. Her name is Journey, and she wrote a review of Renee Pittman's book, You Are Not My Big Brother. I never got a copy of it. This woman, Journey, would be willing to tell others, I'm sure, if she wasn't Edom, that how she feels about Renee Pittman. I think it'd be worth it for you to kind of call her and ask to share what she was going to write for summer reading. She had book picks for summer reading. I think that she actually
Look at him
is
flicking everybody off as he's walking out.
Positive towards Renee Pittman, even though that book says something that she's guilty of. Thank you. My other
Next
one
speaker.
is that my doctor, optometrist, is trying to fuck me.
Good morning. Good morning. And up to you on if you want to do it from the podium, but if you want, we can always provide you with the wireless handheld microphone since you're here. What would you like to speak to?
I appreciate
Hysterical.
that, and I'm good standing here. I'm speaking to a motion on item 16.
Okay. And is it just item 16 or item 16 in general?
Item 16.
Okay. So you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Or can I move into general a little bit if I run over?
So we'll do one and one. So you have 1 minute for the item. Please begin with that, and then you'll hear the buzzer, and it'll go to 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning, Council. My name is Jason Christopher, and I contend places built to save lives should never stop serving communities. The historic Fire Station number 5, located in the city of Westchester, once served this city by responding to emergencies. Today, it has the opportunity to serve again by becoming a human performance and fitness center, serving municipal bus drivers in the Westchester, Santa Monica, Culver City, and Los Angeles communities and the neighboring residents. Studies from the National Institutes of Health show over 80% of urban bus drivers suffer from chronic back or neck pain and obesity due to prolonged sitting and occupational stress, affecting both quality of life and work performance. And my cause is rather personal. After surviving a devastating car accident and losing my left leg in 1993, I learned something powerful. Limitations do not define people, possibility does. Today, I assist people building stronger, more capable bodies that are equal to the demands of life in the areas of both fitness and finance. So standing what I see possible, I request support from the city through the donation of the facility and a $1 million grant to renovate the property design so as to continue its legacy of saving lives, this time through targeted health, performance, and prevention regimens that support the people who keep Los Angeles moving every day. Thank you for your time and consideration, and I welcome the opportunity to further discuss transforming this inactive station into an active force of health and prevention in the near future. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, city business.
Council President, those are all the names for public comment.
All right, public comment is concluded. I want to thank everybody who came to share with us this morning. Madam Clerk, what is before us at this time?
The council may now vote on items 1 through 13 and
Well,
16
I'm going to tell you
through
something,
23.
city business. I went to Office Depot, not about the conversation that we've been talking about, but to get my windows measured. Because the CIA is interested in promoting sex, they don't want me to have good covering of my windows.
And I'm just asking her why she'd go to Office Depot to have her windows measured when she should have went to Home Depot.
All right, what's next?
They just would have told her, here, ma'am, the tape measures are on aisle 12. Right side.
A. Hernandez for Price Lee.
Pick one.
All right, let's open the roll on this item.
I'm sure they're not coming out to measure your windows. Unless they're replacing them, then maybe yes. If you're getting double pane glass or triple pane, totally. They'll come out and measure. Absolutely, because they don't want to make the wrong things. Custom sizes sometimes.
I'd like to ask items 19 and 21 be sent forthwith, please.
All right, without objection, that'll be the order. All right, Madam Clerk, what's next?
If the council would like to go into closed session for item number 24.
Closed
All right,
session
let's go
it
into
is.
closed session for item number 24.
Just remember
That
the
means
Stay
the
Woke
City
mug,
Attorney's
guys.
Office, Mayor and Controller,
Don't forget
council
about
members,
it. Don't forget about
and
it.
2
Stay
council
woke.
staff.
Right there so you can see it.
Everybody else, we will ask you to leave the room. If you're here for an adjourning motion, if you can just hang
Everybody
out
get
in the
the fuck
rotunda
out.
for a little bit, and we'll send someone for you.
Okay, Curdy, I don't know if you're still
it's
watching,
time.
but here we go. So now you got to remember, Curdy, I'm an hour away at least. No traffic, okay? So we'll say an hour each way. Then I'm going to pay $30 to park my car. So now I've wasted 2 hours of my time, not to mention I got to get up, I got to take a shower and, and do all that, right? Just like every other person does, unless it's Pat Sullivan. Then I got to go down there, hope that they pick me with the randomizer, right? If the randomizer, and then again, sometimes they'll say, hey, there's no items on the agenda, so all you get is your 1 minute of public comment, right? Just 1 minute. That's it. That's all you get. So am I really going to do that? Go an hour each way, pay $30 or $25 to park, to hope to talk for maybe 3 minutes maximum? Well, actually 4 minutes. It would be 3 items plus 1 minute. So 4 would be your optimal. Like, holy shit, you got 4 fucking minutes. And that's not if you get, go off topic, because you see how quickly they get on Herman, right? On Armando Herman, about him going off topic because they have fucking derangement syndrome towards him. These other folks, they go a little bit longer. Don't worry. Just let them go and translate it too. It's okay. So there you have it. So there's no way I would waste my time going down there. I mean, I don't know. I value my time. In 2 hours, if I didn't fuck around, I could list 50 cards, at least 50 cards on eBay. That represents a lot of money. At least $50. Could be 500. Could be more. So, yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know about a powerful voice. I mean, Tribe, they don't like us. When they say smoke and scan, they're not talking about me. They're talking about us. Remember that. They're talking about us. Not just me. Us. Because I am not just smoke and scan. I might have created the show, but I'm not all of it. Okay, so they are talking about us. They don't like us. They don't like that you got mentioned 8 times by 3 different people. One of which we didn't even expect, and shout out to the guy with the green shirt. Thank you, sir. So obviously he's watching. Not only is he watching, but he's watching and he's paying attention to what I'm saying. Because it's true. I don't want to do the Fridays anymore until they get back to the normal, way they used to do it. I think it's a waste of your time and it's a waste of mine. Simple and easy. And they'd have a lot to say about what I say, right? But they can't, because there's no proof of them doing anything right, ever, at all. Holy shit, hold on. No, go back. There she is. There she is. Bro, does she have a wedding ring on? She has a wedding ring on. I'm pretty sure she had a wedding ring on. Yes, Jason Jenkins. How are you, Jace?
Jason Jenkins. Jason Jenkins.
She has that whole thing to bring that little thing. Like, why not put that little whatever it is in your bag, ma'am, and not have to fucking schlep that fucking thing with you? I love you, ma'am. I'm telling you, there's something about you. You're just electric. Mr. Sachs, I don't know, James. I'm hoping Mr. Sachs and Mr. Harlan are. Now, we saw Mr. Harlan about a year ago. He came in, and you could tell he was doped up. Wasn't his normal self. He was very docile. Because you can tell he's obviously got something that's going on. And he seemed medicated because he was very, like I said, very calm and docile. He's not normally like that. You know how he's normally starts off kind of slow and then it just ramps up really fast. And next thing you know, he's screaming on the top of his lungs. Right? We've heard it before. I'd love to play that one, but I don't have that drop anymore. I got to find it. But, you know, that's just how it used to be, you know, with him. And then he left that day, and I hadn't seen him come back since. But I'm hoping they're all okay. Mr. Sachs, Mr. Harlan. I miss those two for sure. They were great folks, you know. I wish we could see a lot more folks. But again, these idiots have done that's one thing they have done perfectly. They created a plan to snuff out public comment and to make the meetings as undesirable for the voter as possible. And their plan has really worked. That they have done well. I give credit where the credit is due. They stole the public comment from the people on the phone, telephonically. So you can't call in anymore. They stole that from you. So they force you to come down, like I was just telling you, and hope you get picked. So yeah, that's another reason why I believe these folks don't come here. Now, as far as Mr. Sachs, I think he got in it with somebody. I don't know who it was, Herman or somebody. He got in it with somebody there, I think verbally. So that's another reason why he doesn't come in here. So I don't know. That's just my guess with Mr. Sachs. So yeah, because we used to see it all the time. It's what communists do. Absolutely, Robert. And that's why I say I'm giving them credit where the credit's due. Okay. Other than that, you can't show me one thing in my city, one thing, just one, that's ran better today through the DEI dummies than it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago. They love to press this diversity melting pot. We've been a melting pot. Okay, we had a mayor in the 80s, in the mid 80s, that was a black man named Tom Bradley. In fact, LAX has a goddamn terminal named after him. Tom Bradley. Okay? He was here for a very long time. Got reelected. Did good things for the city. The city was running well. And we had an Olympics in '84 too while he was here. Okay? So there was that. They love to push that. But then all of a sudden it went into the toilet. Because they changed. Pushed everything into the toilet. And then it all became about color. And when it's always about color, it's always about nothing. You're starting off on the wrong foot already. You segregating yourself already. So good luck with that. Good luck. They always love to play these race cards, but where I'm from has been a melting pot my entire life. Okay? Decade after decade after, and decades before I was born, it was a melting pot. Okay? So, yeah. The melting pot bullshit has been exposed. Well, it's been a melting pot again, and the thing then is it was that and nobody really highlighted it. Now it's all about highlighting it. And that's the reason why it's good or this, that, and the other. And that's not true. Diversity isn't our strength. In fact, the strength is the diversity of people that want to assimilate. That's the part they forget. The ones that want to drop their flag wherever they came from, and throw a dart. I don't care what country. You get rid of your flag. You're an American now. You're crying because you're here, because you know what it represents. And you think and you say that you're American. That's that. That doesn't happen much anymore. Those immigrants are gone. Now it's just come here like locusts, feed off the country, get as much as you can, send as much back to wherever country you are, and then maybe go back. Who knows? Maybe just stay here. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. Those kind of immigrants are gone by the West Side. The ones that want to come here and create fraud and become a crutch, have society be a fucking, a speed bump on our fucking economy. Yeah, those folks are here. Yeah. Resistance is futile. Well, again, Kenneth, absolutely it is. And again, all the ones that think that my stance and people like me are crazy, they'll learn when I die off. Their kids will really learn when they don't have a country anymore and it's taken over by foreign people and and they can't find jobs and nothing like that. Then we'll see how that diversity worked out for them. Then we'll see how that diversity worked for them, especially white males. Fruad, that's what it's all about. Fruad. Diversity fatigue, for sure. For sure. When you have to focus on it, that's the problem. When it just comes and it just is and it just exists, that's when it's pure and it's clean and it's real. Uh-oh. What does it say? Never mind. Saw Watch Live. Mayor Bass and LA officials announce arrests linked to burglaries across the city. Yeah. Let me pretend like I'm doing something for you folks. Look, we caught 2 people that broke into a house last night. So yeah. Well, I'm not going to change mine. Certainly not for somebody to force me to, Nemo. That's even worse. That's the communist way, to force me into it. I'd rather go dying with 2 fuck yous in your face. That's what I say. You want to play that stupid game? We can play that stupid game. I don't have to support you in any shape, form, or fashion, not even monetarily. I see that your folks are somebody that doesn't like me or my stance at that burger stand. I'll go get a burger somewhere else. I vote with my wallet, and trust me, that works out. You vote with your wallet enough, these companies will change their tune. People will change their tune as a whole, them singly. Not even just the places they work at or own. I don't believe none of that, Art. And I don't believe any of these, oh my God, they're the leading in the polls. Yeah. We gonna see. And if you didn't vote, get out and vote. I already voted me. I got it all done. I got it all done. Everything they wanted to raise taxes on, that was a no. Any Democrat dummies, that's a no. Yeah. R. Just to fucking throw a wrench in their plans. Oh boy, don't let the rest of California vote like me. Oh boy, things might really change. Brandon Clark of Memphis Grizzlies died, huh? Boy, he's too young. How did that happen? Oy. Rest in peace to him. Man, there's so many young people dying, man. Way too young. Way too young to be dying, man. Well, fuck all tax, Oscar. I mean, after Abraham Lincoln created it to rebuild the country after the Civil War and told you in 10 years We're gonna stop taxing you, but we need the money to rebuild the country. Look what happened. Then they did that. 10 years to the day. Stop taking your taxes. But then when he lost power and other folks went in and said, hey, if he did it, we could do it. Then taxes just became a thing, both sides. Oh, fuck it. That's how we live. That's how we squander from us. Again, we're the ATMs, they're the thieves. And they just keep running to the ATM every time they need more money for their idiot beggar voter base or whatever it is. I need free this, I need fair housing. No, you need free housing. Be honest. You say fair, I hear free. And then they'll be nice and give you that free housing, and I guarantee you, you'll be back for insurance, free health care, free dental, free haircuts, right? What won't it be free? Free for fuck. I need free gas, I need a free car, I need free car insurance, I need it all. When does the free train stop? It doesn't. So it's a slippery slope to give people that stuff. That's why they always say, teach a person to fish. Stop throwing fish at them. Teach them to fend for themselves. But they don't want to fend for themselves. And we have enough, and that's why I said, we have enough people in this country that are lazy fucks and have kids, and those kids are lazy fucks, and then you have a whole family of lazy fucks. We have enough of that born and raised in our country. We didn't need to import lazy fucks here. And we did. Because, you know, they always talk that poverty. I'm impoverished shit. Well, why were they impoverished? They didn't tell you that two people decided to fuck and have kids that they couldn't even afford themselves. And then they fucked and had more kids. And then those kids were 16 and had kids. And now we have a whole family of motherfuckers who can't afford themselves. And now they're impoverished. Well, who made you impoverished? They just don't pick coming out of the womb. Well, you're impoverished. You're not. Doesn't work that way when you shoot out the womb. So if you're mad about having a shitty life growing up, be mad at your parents. Your selfish parents. That's what it was. Your parents were selfish. I hate to say that, but that's what it was. They had too many kids they could not afford. And again, they make it other people's problems to help afford that issue. Now I got to help work harder to get you your food stamps and everything else, and then you're mad because the EBT card won't buy what you want it to buy. You're mad because they just won't feed you diabetes. They want you to get better food. God forbid. So you want to talk real shit? That's some real shit. Okay? Whole countries of poverty. Look at India. They just keep shitting kids out. And all the kids come here with their H-1 visas and then take your jobs. Right? Go work on a farm for 1,000 euros in fucking Portugal. Picking berries. 1,000 euros in a month. Well, I'm just saying. Not even really a rant. It's just truth, Eric. That's just truth. That's just truth. Yeah. Shut down H-1Bs. Yeah. Yeah. Got enough. Got enough people here. We don't need any more folks here of any kind. I don't care what country you're from. You want to come visit for a week and get the fuck out? That's fine. That's fine. Just like we do to your country, right? We'll go over there, enjoy it for a week, and get the fuck out. Spend some money and go home. And not just stay there. That's the difference. Poor quality education, woke ensures it. Oh, wait, they came back, but doesn't matter now. Everybody's gone anyways. Turds are all turding off for themselves. And I'm wondering, I haven't seen her eat, and I'm wondering if she read my tweets, because she puts up all this shit on Facebook. So what I tell her is, hey, we're paying your salary. It's really disgusting that you sit there and you know, feed your face. Stop grazing during the meetings. Nobody else is eating. Why are you eating? I write that right to her. So I bet you she's reading it. I bet you she is. So, that's it. She represents us, just like the rest of these idiots. They all represent us, unfortunately. Not by my asking or doing. But the least you can do is show up and not fucking eat. That's the least you can do. Get your job done and go fucking eat after you're done. I do it every day when I work. In fact, I'm here for 5 motherfucking hours not reading a script, smoking weed, hungry, and still don't eat anything. So if my fat ass can get through it, your fat ass can get through it. Okay, ma'am? Okay. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, man. Enough of their bullshit. That pig's got an excuse for everything. Hold on, guys. I'm looking for something here. No. That was not on either. Jeez. None of them are fucking on. Go see the poppy fields. Are the poppies popping yet? Not really. A little bit. Little bit of popping on the poppies. Little bit of popping on the poppies. No, I told you, Terry. Yeah, I played that video more than once here on this show. That's just one example of many. One example of many, and that's what I'm explaining. That we have enough of people like that are born and raised here that shit kids out, and then the kids are doing the same thing. It's exactly what I said 5 minutes ago. We don't need to import that. We have enough. We already have enough beggars born and raised here. We don't need more beggars. And they ain't sending fucking doctors and lawyers and engineers, okay? Those folks are staying there. Or they get a special visa to go work with some big company anyways. Ain't gonna make no difference for you unless you're on Facebook or whatever. So, yeah. Snakes in that field, you think? Well, I'm sure. But this whole field will be blooming poppies here soon enough. It gets crazy to where they tell the people you can't even walk on because they're stomping on the poppies. And as far as your eye can see is nothing but the poppies blooming. Yes, we're importing people that are impoverished. So you're already putting them on the dole. You're bringing them in, of course they're going to be on the dole. And what's going to happen is somebody that you saved from a toilet, right? Had no money, you gave them a place to stay, you gave them free money, you gave them a phone, you gave them a fucking plane ticket to get where they needed to go. Of course you're going to vote for them forever. You just made a lifetime friend. I mean, this shit is easy to see. But the funny part is, when I was saying, hey, this is what's happening, people said, you're crazy. They can't vote, Damien. Yet you had 2 of them on the city council this week telling you how they need to be voting. We want them to vote. Right? So there's that. So there's that. I know I'm crazy for just saying it, even though it's somehow, some way, it's so funny how it always just seems to come to fruition. All the dumb shit that Damon says. So everybody was mad at me for not paying attention to the stupid space rock that was coming to kill you. How come none of you talking about that space rock no more? What happened to the space rock? It was supposed to kill everybody. I mean, trust me, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, it would only be doing us good. Just to get rid of us all. Just one big rock. Whap. Whap. We're done. Hey, Common, thank you so much for the for the tier 1 for 37 months. Sheesh. Let's go.
Impressive.
Yeah. That's it. Too much truth. Yes. Yes. Poppy seed. In fact, I had one today, Robert. Funny enough as that is. They make a mess everywhere, but goddamn, they're good. Poppy seeds, bagels. But boy, oh boy, they can make a fucking mess. And Beach, I forgot to tell you, I've switched to drinking the coffee black now. I guess people say that if you're drinking coffee and it's not black, you're not drinking coffee. So, yeah. I'm fat, but I blame McDonald's, not myself. That's it. At least you don't have to work at McDonald's. Hop in the back where it's hot. Yeah. I mean, at that point, why wouldn't I just bring a fan to work? I'm bringing a fan. Like, all right, you guys don't want to do nothing for me. I'm legit putting a fan in my fucking trunk of my car, and I'm gonna put a little fan, fucking 12-inch little fucking $20 fan that goes back and forth. I'm just gonna push hot air around. It's gonna at least give me that. And every once in a while, maybe even get a spray bottle so I can just spray the water into the fan and then it shoots it back on me. Kind of get wet face, but I'm still working and it's cooling me down. See, that's how I think. Because I know these motherfuckers are cheap. I mean, that's the job you stuck yourself in. I'm sure they didn't walk down the street and grab you in a headlock and drag you into McDonald's and say, all right, start making burgers. No, I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, just saying, you choose your path. So I don't want to hear it when you chose your path and you didn't like it. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Yeah, well, it's just too much, like, I don't like the creamer without the sugar. It tastes funny. It's just like sometimes it's too much sugar. So yeah, just kind of eased my way into it. Because I know my father, he used to drink it with just a little sugar, like one little half scoop of sugar, and then he stopped and he was just drinking it black. So yeah, what's up, Pete? Yeah, Rob, that's why I just finally got rid of it. Finally done with it and just drinking the black coffee. I mean, it's good. I mean, when you have good coffee, like Beej is getting me, it makes sense. Like, if you're drinking Folgers, I'm pretty sure you probably don't want to drink Folgers and that other kind of hot dog water bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Without having some sort of sweet taste in it, because it's probably pretty bitter. But also, she explained to me about the whole over grinding, which creates the bitter taste. So, yeah. That too, less grind. Give you less of a bitter taste. That cone is on Ozempic? What cone? What are you talking about? Oh, that cone. Oh, I see what you're saying. Bro, those people that are on Ozempic, it's crazy. Like, you could totally see the Ozempic. Like, there's no way they can hide it. Their faces just get so sucked in. Then they do too much of it, and they're constantly, I think that's what it is. It's like you can't stop. You have to continue to use it. Otherwise, it doesn't work. I think that's kind of how it works. So they're continuing to use it, and they get even more sucked up, and like in the face, where you're seeing their orbital bone and their facial bones. It's wild, bro. That shit, and that's just what we see. Like, what's it doing to internal organs and stuff? I mean, how long's that shit been around? What's it gonna be like in 10 years? Probably create some problems inside for you that aren't too good. Wheel of Fortune? No. I haven't seen Wheel of Fortune forever. Is he like the new Pat Sajak on Wheel of Fortune? That would make me even not want to watch it even more. The bar is dead, bro. Yeah, here. There's the bar right now. It's 2:47 on a Tuesday. Only the real drinkers are here. Only the real bartendees, rather. Boiled hot dogs are gross. Yeah. I'm using a grill. If not, use the air fryer. Microplastics? They're in everything. Plastics in everything. all the people that don't use plastic, well, all the stuff they still eat that isn't in plastic came from a plastic container or something, some sort of a tub. Yep, day drink. Their internet's having a little problem too. They just had that whole new, it's crazy. They just spent all that money for a T1 line and new cameras. They should have just left it the way it was. There was no problems. I mean, I don't know. Every once in a while, I had an occasional glitch with the cam, but meh. Other than that, it was good. You snort your Ozempic, wash it down with a few Red Bulls down your nose. Yeah. They put plastic into people? Yes, they do. I have metal. I have titanium in me for the rest of my life. 2 plates and 24 screws. In me for the rest of my motherfucking life. I don't know what the cone's there for. But as you can see, nobody's driving down the road. I'm assuming it's, this place is, like I said, they cordon it off after a while. As soon as the poppies really start blooming. And then people get mad because those people walk in there and then they start, what do you call it? They start trampling all the flowers, the wild flowers. So, yeah, a little bit of everything going on. Go see a calm day at SC. Tommy the Trojan there. Here on the campus of the Trojans. Look, there's some people graduating. There's some kids graduating. He's got his little sash or whatever. There you have it. Taking some graduation pictures in front of Tommy the Trojan. But look, it's crazy. You can you can't really see it in your shop, but it's very hazy. It's a very hazy day in downtown LA. The sun has not burned off the haze yet. No people allowed. Well, it's a private university, so you have to be a part of it or be a parent or whatever. It's not like UCLA where you could just walk on and create an encampment and stop kids from going to school. If they had Ozempic, wouldn't need to work out. Yeah, and it's funny, the one that should be taking the Ozempic at City Hall isn't. Like all these skinny chicks that are taking it that don't need it, they took it because they were 10 pounds overweight or 20 pounds overweight. And they could have just worked out a little bit and just been nice. No. And the one that's fucking morbidly obese, fucking 5'2", 380 pounds, isn't taking it, which is wild. That's the one I figured. In fact, that's how it should be. Like, unless you're, morbidly obese, you shouldn't be able to get it. I feel like people that are taking it, are the most part, aren't people that are obese at all, really. Or if they are, they're barely considered that. And they're not morbidly obese, they're just obese. They're 20 pounds, 25 pounds overweight. Which I'd say most Americans are that. Or a high majority. So, yeah. Just saying. Just saying. Microplastics getting your veins. I mean, it's no point in worrying about it. Everything you eat has plastics in it. Anything you drink and eat, it's in a plastic vat before it goes into your glass bottle or whatever. Yeah. Just don't be fat. Well, it's easy to say. I mean, realistically, Ben, I learned the difference when I went to Europe. Like, when you start eating, when you go over there and you see the portion sizes, and then they come here and they see, like, they order mashed potatoes and it's a big old fucking pile of potatoes. They're just like, no wonder you guys are all fat. That's how it is, Plus, a lot of countries too, they're small, so you're using bikes. You're rolling around on bikes, getting a lot of exercise. So cleaner foods with less dyes and preservatives in them, smaller portions, and more steps or activity during the day. This is what's keeping them thinner. Here, and no drive-thrus. I'm telling you, nowhere where I went in Europe, not one place. And they have everything that we have pretty much. They got McDonald's, they got fucking Burger King, they got Domino's, they got Subway, they got all that shit. They might not have Taco Bell, they don't have that, they don't have Jack in a Box. They don't have that. But they got plenty. And you know what they don't have? Even though they have that, they don't have any drive-thrus. Not one. Not one. Every McDonald's, every KFC, every Burger King, you got to get your fat ass out, park, and go walk in and get it. They don't make food so, especially the shitty food, so accessible. So, it's another reason. Oh, for sure it is, Oscar. It's unhealthy. Super unhealthy to be at the weight she is. You know what I mean? Super unhealthy. I mean, it's unhealthy for me to be at the weight that I'm at. I'm half her size, and I'm a fucking male who's probably 20 years older than her. So, yeah. It's really not good. Of course they have fat people. Everybody has fat people, but what I'm saying is they don't make the bad food so accessible, you know, especially the fast food. I'm telling you, go over there, you'll see. I didn't see one, and trust me, I went over there to fucking, McDonald's and Burger King in Germany. I wanted to see if the Whopper was the same in Germany, if it was the same here. I mean, fuck, we were there for 46 days. That's a long time. I had plenty of time. Damn, so he died in his San Fernando Valley home, too, huh, Brandon Clark? Let's see, did they say anything about how he died? That's crazy. Dude, he was 29 years old. Jesus Christ. I swear, 91. Medical emergency shortly after 5 p.m. on Monday. Paramedics arrived. They declared Clark dead. Drug paraphernalia was found in the home, and the incident is being investigated as a possible overdose. An autopsy will be performed to determine the cause and manner of Clark's death. Clark was recently arrested in Arkansas on charges including speeding and possession of controlled substance. Doesn't say what the substance was. I mean, we know it's not weed if he died from fucking weed. I'm guessing it's fentanyl or something, man. I mean, it's 29, bro. That's fucking wild, dude. That fentanyl shit ain't no joke, bro. That's all I'm thinking, Golf. We know it isn't weed. What other drug's gonna straight kill you like that? I mean, I don't think he's a meth head. He's a 29-year-old basketball player. I think a lot of these times these dudes do, I'm not saying he did it, but a lot of folks, they do cocaine, right? And these fools are they cut the cocaine with fentanyl to make it more powerful, right? So that's all I can think of. He's a basketball player, Cats, NBA player. He's 29 years old, found dead here where I live, in his home, apparently yesterday. So yeah, I think it's a vaccine. Well, we'll see. I mean, we know that even if an autopsy's performed and it was a vaccination-related death, they wouldn't tell you. You know that, and I know that. They would say it was a heart attack, he died from a stroke, or he died from drugs, but he certainly didn't die from that. Well, sure, you can OD on meth, but do you think there's many meth addicts in electric in the NBA? I don't think so. If anything, I say sports athletes, especially NHL. You don't hear a whole lot about NHL athletes, right, getting in trouble. But when you do, and it's drugs, it's almost always cocaine. So what I'm saying is they're trying to get cocaine. And again, the cocaine may be mixed with a little fentanyl. I had a friend who was pretty big into cocaine, and he died, and we just think it was that too. Because he'd do cocaine all the time. And it was never a problem. He'd do coke, and then he'd do fucking alcohol, and he'd go back and forth and back and forth, and he'd just, kind of just keep himself on a teeter-totter, but would always keep functioning. Get his jobs done and, just live life. Then all of a sudden, he OD'd and passed away, and we all think it's that. Because at that time, fentanyl was getting real big, and that's what they're doing. That's why you can't trust any of these people that you buy these drugs from unless you're getting it directly from the source, which 99 out of 100 aren't getting it from the source. You might have some person who's really connected and might be able to get some untouched things, but yeah. Just saying. That's my opinion, I think, on it. Because when you look at the NBA, think about it. How many people have you known in the history of the NBA getting caught for methamphetamine? None that I can remember. None. But cocaine, I can remember a few that were cocaine-related folks. In fact, I think last one I remember was probably, Rodman, allegedly. Rodman wasn't was a crazy dude, he had a wild lifestyle. So I would guess, I'm just guessing here, I'm just assuming, and you know what happens when you assume. I'd assume that it was cocaine and it was just laced with that shit and it killed him. I'd be willing to bet. It sucks, man. No, Keith, this is USC. That's Tommy the Trojan right there. As you can see, the statue of the Trojan warrior. That's the one that they protect every year. Like the students literally sleep in chairs around this fucking thing when it's UCLA, USC week. And same with the students at UCLA. There's a big bear, a big Bruin bear statue, and they watch the bear because both have been vandalized with spray paint and everything. So it's to the point even now where UCLA will put a wooden box around the bear for that week, and the kids still sleep around the wooden box because they're waiting for the other kids from the other school to come and fuck it up. So same with Tommy the Trojan here. This is like a big artifact or whatever on their campus. If you want to fuck with USC, you fuck with Tommy the Trojan. Yep. Yeah, you can't win them all, OCB. I'm not worried about it. Dodgers are doing just fine. Oh yeah, half right. They're always trying to, fool you into the next bullshit, next fucking thing that's supposed to scare you, like the space rock that was supposed to scare you. And monkeypox. What happened to monkeypox? Just all of a sudden gone. I never saw one person ever with monkeypox. Ever. Not one. Lakers in 0. Yes, they got swept. Old LeBron. I don't remember. Can we just stop the LeBron, who's better, LeBron or Jordan thing now? Can we do that? Because I don't remember Jordan ever getting swept out of any playoffs. I don't. Maybe he did, and I don't remember it. Maybe the last year when he played for the Wizards and they made the playoffs, they got swept, and I don't remember it. Maybe. But I don't remember the Bulls ever getting swept out of the playoffs. Maybe beat, but not swept. Never, right? Yes, never. So we can just stop that. Not to mention we know who's more iconic. And if anybody should be rebranded as the logo for the NBA, it should be Michael Jordan. Okay, it should go from Jerry West to Michael Jordan. The most iconic player, like him or not, of our time. LeBron James is not the most iconic player of our time. Like that or not. He is not. Jordan is. Yeah, Hunter in India now too? Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'm sure. It's so dangerous that you took them off the ship and spread them around the country and the world, right? That made sense too, right? So you have them all contained on a ship in the middle of the water where you could have just kept them and watched them until they were symptom-free, and then one by one take them off, a second quarantine to make sure they're good, and then released. But we didn't do that because it was so dangerous. Okay. Let's just take everybody to their fucking hospitals and their towns. I mean, if you really wanted to spread something, that's the way you do it. Right? You have a bunch of sick people that you have quarantined, and then you just let them free. I'm sure they'll all be fine, just like we'll all be fine. Just like the space rock ain't coming to get you. There is no space rock coming to kill you. Just like those idiots didn't go to the moon. Somehow, some way, we went to the moon in '69, but couldn't get back still to this day, somehow, with better technology. Makes sense. Woohoo. I can't even get internet in my house. Great. So you're telling me we're having perfect calls in '69 from fucking the moon? Got it. I understand. Got it. Barely had television. Didn't have color TV. Got it. I got it. It's funny. That little whatever you call it, capsule coming flying through the atmosphere. 10,000 or 90,000 miles an hour, David. It's fine. Look how hot it's getting. You can see it. It's searing hot. Heat shields. And then it plunks into the ocean, and no steam coming off it. No nothing. Got it. Got it. You take 6 idiots into the stratosphere. Not into space, but in the stratosphere. They're astronauts. Got it. And one of the astronauts dates a communist who ruined Canada. Got it. Got it. All the lives. Yeah, today's tech is crap. Got it. That's why. We had better tech in '69. Got it. Explain to me why NASA's so smart with thousands of really bright Rhodes Scholars and Mensa members, but they couldn't figure out how to shoot a rocket into space and bring it back, that same rocket. But one guy did. That very same guy who had to go rescue their astronauts that they left up there that they couldn't get. Apparently, that was the story that was fed. Huh? Because they're so bright. Maybe I should just work for NASA. I mean, fuck, I could think about not bringing rockets back. I could think about not how to save people. NASA, you hiring? You need another 70 IQ idiot over there? I'm sure you got a plenty of them. The whole Guthrie thing? Yeah, just another distraction. Why doesn't anybody care about her anymore? Where did she go? She just poof. She got some wings. She grew some wings and flew away. Is that what happened? I'm just trying to figure it out. It's all distraction. It's all bullshit. Okay? I don't believe nothing the government tells me. I don't think anything that NASA tells me is real. Everything is CGI, fucking AI bullshit. I don't believe none of it. I think all their astronauts are liars. They're fed a story and a script. And here you go. You stick to the script. That's just me. I'm not telling you to think that way. I'm telling you that's how I feel. I don't believe any of it. Savannah has a new game show now. She went on without Mom, huh? Peace out, Mom. I got a new game show. Oh, boy. Talvish, thank you so much, Talvish. Happy Taco Tuesday. Thank you, Talvish. Appreciate you. Her daughter wanted a loan and Nancy said no. Which daughter? The crazy one on the right, right? Not the game show host, right? I mean, as soon as I saw about 3 minutes of that family interview, it's all I needed to see. After that, I didn't need to see one thing about that story ever again. And here we are, just gone like a fucking fart in the motherfucking wind. So, yeah. Well, me either, Golf. Me either. And that's years later. So, yeah, I just find it odd. My first sister was the brother. Sounds good. Well, you can, Eric. That's why I say I think this way. I'm not telling you to feel this way. That's exactly why I said that. As far as space travel, all this, I don't believe anything they give you. I think it's all lies. It's all garbage. Oh, hold on. Where's Stinks at? Where's this camera here? There he is. There he is. Sorry about that. Camera was on. Is Laser Lady single? No, because she's mine. She's spoken for. Sasquatch don't care? Sam Squatch? Old Sam Squatch. What's up, Chase? It's gotta let you do the thinking for me, bro. Yes, that's what they want you to do, Max. I'm good on all that. I do just fine on my own. I'm many, many decades on this earth and just fine. Got everything I want for the most part. Don't own anything. Oh no, don't owe anything to anybody other than what's on my visa for the month. Don't ask anybody for anything. You can ask any of my friends that you know, that you see on Instagram, and ask them if I owe them a penny. Or even ask to borrow a penny. In the entire years, the decades they've known me. Decades. Not once. I think I'm doing all right. I'm doing just fine. Hey, you ain't caught me in City Hall begging for no money. You ain't done that. You won't never. You won't never catch me in City Hall begging for cash. Doing all right. Put a ring on it? Can't put a ring on her. She's a little kooky and crazy. She's she's a firecracker, bro. You can't contain a firework. All right, there ain't no containing that. She's like a wild bull, even though she's a woman. Can't contain it. Just a bull going crazy. Bigfoot children of Amunaki? Amunaki? Who's that? I don't know what that's all about. We did go squanch hunting for like a minute or two in Lake Tahoe in the middle of the night. It was quiet. Crazy. All you could hear is the creek running. It was was cold as fuck. It was like fucking 32 degrees or some shit. It's fucking freezing out there. I was like, I don't care, man. You guys tell me if you find him. I'm gonna be inside. It's warm in there. I came outside the bus for like a minute. That was it. It was too cold to be playing around outside. And it was like fucking 1 in the morning or something like that. 12, midnight, some shit like that. OCB, thank you for the no-no. Sorry, my Giants are shitty. Gotta gloat when I can. Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah, then what did they do? They're the second worst team in baseball right now, the Giants. It's wild. But I think it's because of locker room. There's no chemistry, dude. You guys have some stars, but you saw it early on with Chapman yelling at Schmidt and the problems with Devers after he came over. He kind of got fat too. Like, there's some problems in the locker room there. They don't want to say it. You know what I mean? They just don't want to say it. And some of it came out, of course. You know, and they're trying to keep that under wraps. But it's crazy how you can implode so quickly early on. And it's tough to come back from that. It really is, dude. As soon as people hate each other, it's like you got to figure out who's more valuable at that point and trade the one who's less valuable just to get the chemistry back. You really do. Then you're almost paying favorite to that one person who's being a dick. So, yeah. It's a tough decision. The Patterson video, Damon, real or fake? I don't know what you're talking about. What Patterson? What are you talking about, Eric? Giants have a giant problem? Yes, they do. But yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Eric. Excuse my ignorance. George Norrie. Yeah, I listen to George Norrie sometimes. Art Bell's good. You can still get all the Art Bell shows on YouTube. Somebody's been putting up all those up, you know. It's like the weed sticks to the side of the bowls. Sometimes it doesn't want to get in the middle, so I can take it down. Take it down, man. Oh, come on. Giants will be fine. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of team. There's a lot of time. But I don't think they have a whole lot of team chemistry. That's honesty. Phil Hendry? Yeah, I used to watch or listen to Phil Hendry all the time. But after I found the archive, like there's some dude who's been putting up his archives, so I just, go through those and listen to them. Because you can pick the characters you want to listen to. You know what I mean? If you just want Bobby Dooley, he's got all the Bobby Dooleys on there. Patterson / Jimler film taken back in 67 or whatever. It's 100% wheel. They are out there. Take some poking around and you'll find out. So what is it? Is it what are you talking about? Is it it's a classic Bigfoot video? Ah, okay. Sam Squatch. I know Stefan's really big into that. Like he's really into. That's why he made the bus driver stop the bus and everybody get off the bus and look for Sam Squatches. He made us do that at Lake Tahoe. I'm sure of it. It'd be crazy though, middle of fucking woods, and all of a sudden you saw that. It'd be wild, and live to tell about it. So yeah, I don't know the video you're talking about per se. I never saw it, and I never watched any of the new stuff that they just put out on UFOs. I care less. I think it's all shit. Either it's fake shit or it's real, and you should have saw it years ago. So either way, I don't care. I don't. It's not going to change my life. Just like the flat Earth shit, right? If you told me today that it's really flat versus round, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't change. Or tell me it's round and not flat, wouldn't change anything. I don't know. Don't care. It's not going to affect my life either way. Just isn't. Unless I slide off it and it's flat. I guess. Other than that, either way, doesn't bug me. I'm just not. Some shit in life I just don't care to even care about. There's a lot of shit, I guess, in life I don't care to care about. I really don't. Flat as a pancake. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Don't really care. AI did a deep dive on the Patterson video and said it had no idea what it was, but it was real. Not a human or a costume of an ape/primate. That's interesting. I did see that weird video of like some people skiing or something, looking across to another mountain peak, and you can see what's something running in the snow there. I mean, I don't know if it's an abominable snowman or something like that, or a Sasquatch, but if it's real, if the video's real, it's crazy because that thing's moving through the snow fucking fast. If it's real, it's moving fast. Faster than any human could move through snow, that's for sure. Especially that thick, that high, in elevation where your lungs would be, the oxygen in your lungs would be a minimum. That kind of snowpack, even with the best snowshoes, you'd be digging in pretty deep with the weight of yourself, trying to pull yourself out of that. It would be hard to just run quickly. Of course he does, Keith. If you're asking me, of course he does. I do think that. I think a lot of people are fed up. And don't believe polls. Didn't they tell you she was going to win and all of a sudden somebody else won? Yeah, that happened. All the polls told you one way, and then it didn't happen. Yeah, I don't know, Eric. Like I said, there's a video out there of one running on like a snow peak. You can see it. And they're trying to zoom in, and you could tell. I mean, it looks like it's a man, but like maybe a man/gorilla kind of thing. And it's moving fast. Well, we'll see, James. We'll see. In fact, everybody said that Sean Strickland had no chance. In fact, if you looked at the polls for Sean Strickland against Cosmot, it was 80-20, right? Cosmot. Right? Everybody. In fact, 2 people killed themselves from Chechnya that apparently had put a ton of money on Cosmot. And then he died. He lost, and they lost their money because they figured it'd be a slam dunk, and that didn't happen. They ended offing themselves because they lost those bets. If the story's true. So, yeah. I don't believe in polls. Who are the ones running these polls and studies? I saw a study that showed. Yeah, who did the study? Oh, I'm sure, James. They're all communists. They're all socialist communists. They all follow the same playbook. And I really feel that, if anything, she's not winning shit. Bass is done. You can stick a fork in that DEI dummy. The next DEI dummy, Nithya, will be there before she will be. I believe that. That I do believe. But they have done enough damage. Nithya came so late, and again, the 76 votes to not remove encampments in front of elementary schools and everything like that. Yeah. That's going to hurt you. No, I don't pay attention to those ads, cats. Either way. Even what he's saying to them or they are saying about him, I don't care about any of it. My mind's made up because I live here. I've seen the decline over the decades. I've seen the push for DEI and nothing has changed for the better. So I've seen that. I don't care what he is. I don't care if he's the worst human in human history. He got my vote. Because what's the definition of insanity? Right? What is that? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So I'm going to vote for these same people and hope for a different result. And I didn't vote for them the first time. So I'm certainly not going to vote for them for the first time after they fucked everything up. It's craziness. Of course they are hurting, and that's what I said. And when I was telling everybody that they're using them as voters, everybody told me I'm crazy. They can't vote. You stupid David. They can't vote. Why don't you go stand out the polls in those neighborhoods? See how many people are out there. I wouldn't even doubt if they got pre-filled out ballots sent in for them. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. Bass is a Cuban-trained Marxist revolutionary. Probably. You're probably right. And if it was found out today that that was an actual true statement, it wouldn't even shock me in the slightest. It really wouldn't. It really would not. So I believe you are right. And again, they're not here to overthrow us. They're here to overthrow the world. Many different continents. By filling in the countries with an invasion of illegal aliens across the world, not just our country. Okay? Ask England, ask Ireland what's going on. Ask Belgium what's going on. Many countries in the continent of Europe are getting it. Many. Okay, and then you can go other places too. So that's all I'm saying. This is a worldwide invasion. This is a takeover. Also a wealth appropriation. The ones that created wealth and made businesses and helped others thrive are being attacked because they have means, whilst importing the ones that have nothing and created families that they couldn't afford now steal the money from the wealthy and give it to them. Eat the rich. Eat the rich. I'm sure you've heard it. Again, these people don't like rich people because they're successful and wealthy. Again, those people had the same chance to be successful and wealthy, but they didn't. So they just want to take your shit. And that's where we're at. That's it. You guys have a great day. See you on the next one. Bye.
This party is officially over.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Enjoy your Taco Tuesday.